tones like this will cover lower and mid tones, and our tweeters will cover the high tones. While this one has them built in, and that can be just fine, it really depends on our signal to the speaker. Our factory monsoon amplifier has this crossover piece built into it, and what it does is send the lower and mid tones to our woofer and our higher tones to our tweeter. If we were to just install this speaker, our factory monsoon amp would only be sending the lower tones to this speaker and most likely make the tweeter really, really distorted. So the solution is to buy another set of speakers that's similar to our factory ones with a separate woofer tone and tweeter. Now, because our monsoon amplifier splits those signals up for us, we actually really don't need this crossover box. If we were hooking these speakers directly up to a radio, we would need to hook up this crossover box so that we only send low tones to our woofer and high tones to our tweeter. This has an input on one side and two outputs, and it's labeled accordingly for tweeter and mids, which would be this woofer cone. When we install a new amplifier, we'll need to install these crossovers as well to be sure that we're sending the low tones and the high tones to the right speaker. Now, when it comes to mounting the tweeter up, there's a number of different ways to do it, especially with the setup that we have. We could mount that externally and point it right at our face. We could cut this grill open. We could just put the tweeter semi-flush, and I think that might look okay, but what I want to do is I want to take this tweeter out, open this opening up a little bit, and then put the new tweeter behind this grill so it looks exactly like this as we see it in the car. First thing we're going to do is remove this outer grill from our speaker and our speaker trim. It's only held in with a handful of tabs. If you get a pocket screwdriver, you can just pop these tabs loose and push the grill out. Just be careful, you don't want to push these tabs too hard and break them. Next, we need to get our old tweeter out of this housing. It is plastic welded into the housing, so we're just going to cut the tabs in order to remove it. I like to just take a pair of side cutters and snip right here where you see the plastic weld. Then we can take the tweeter out and set that to the side. Our new tweeter has this threaded collar on it, and that compression and that pressure is what holds the tweeter in place.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Elliott on first down, going to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. They go Elliott again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 31 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Second and 7 from the 20. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. Boy, that went straight out of bounds, and that will set the return team up in the red zone already. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The defense is ready for the run-pass option. Diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
The kick by Maher is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And he will find his man, Samuel. Finding space at the 40. Down the left sideline. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, they were back in the shadows for their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you get people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get a failure, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is fielded at the 27. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the... And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Anthony Barr drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Go ahead and quit, dude. Go ahead and quit. Pull the plug. There you go.
Time to install the 629. Let me remove this back dig. Start from this corner right here. Use your metal panel tool. Just try to wiggle a little bit and it'll come out. It's only 3 clips for this panel.